10-7 Ravens at halftime back in Baltimore. Bill McAtee along with Craig James and Jerry Glanville. That was a pretty good first half.
You know, it was really good half by Jeff Blake. And we've seen Jeff Blake now where he's gone out and he's not made mistakes now for a couple of weeks in a row. Blake's a confident guy, and as long as he's not turning it over, this team is pretty solid.
And I think if you go to the other side, you know, Tim Couch, highly criticized in Cleveland. But the bottom line is penalties break up his momentum. They got 4 penalties today, and watching them last week, every time they get something going, there's a penalty by the offensive line, and I think that really takes away the momentum of your quarterback play.
And I tell you what, this crowd could have the biggest impact on this game beyond anything that's happening between the hashes.
Let's take a look at our game summary. A pretty good first half for Jamal Lewis. Actually, some impressive drives from both teams. White, Jamel on the ground, giving Cleveland a 7-0 lead. Stover came out from 31 yards out and connected, and then the tremendous individual effort from Travis Taylor, 17-yard touchdown reception, and that's where we stand. 10-7 Ravens at the half. Phil Dawson on to kick it off. Lamont Brightful stands back for the Ravens. He's become one of the top young return specialists in the league, averaging almost 32 yards a return last week against Houston. Ravens will have it to start the second half. Just a tremendous playoff-like atmosphere here at Ravens Stadium. A high, very short kick. Brightful takes it at the 21. Tries to reverse his field.
And that's that mortar kickoff you talked about, Craig. They call it a mortar. Get all the height you can, and we're so fast, we'll have to get down underneath it when the ball comes down.
And if you don't get down there quick, it's a problem.
Yeah, it sure
it's
is.
A problem.
It's a short kick.
Yeah.
Grant Boyer made the tackle.
All about hang time on that mortar kick.
And one of the Cleveland Browns players is down.
You know, the player that you saw in that highlight tape there, White, scoring for Cleveland, was because William Green got banged up, a little groin injury there, and so he hasn't been in this game and effective like he has been the previous 5. But White stepped it up. That screen pass he caught.
Wow,
he's got
jets.
a great burst.
Had some real good jets.
Let's see if we can find out who's. Oh, man.
That's Kevin Bentley, a rookie linebacker out of Northwestern.
Oh, man.
Well, when you run into Sam Gash, you don't get up.
Big fella.
You know, that's what's called slobber knocking. There.
Yeah, and Sam's been doing that ever since he was with the Patriots.
Jamel White, we saw him on the sidelines. Bentley is up.
Yeah, that's a good job. Glad he's up. I got hit like that one time in the Seattle Superdome, and I went to the wrong huddle. I know that feeling.
I got hit like that on the NFL show by you one time.
Yeah, maybe. Just payback.
The Ravens will start from the 23. Brown showing blitz. Lewis tries to cut it back. No gain.
Well, they had him outnumbered. I'm surprised they kept that play on. Evidently, that was not an audible play, because when he looked, they had more people there than they could block, Craig, and they went ahead and carried on with the play.
That's kind of been the theme, though, for teams playing against Baltimore. We've got to stop Jamal Lewis.
Right.
And so you're going to see a lot of white jerseys around the football, and the difference right now in this team is Jeff Blake making the plays.
Good point.
Baltimore has won all 3 games with Jamal Lewis in the lineup. 2nd and 8. Blake. Himes, a first down.
That tells you if you're a scout, you better go to Grambling and look at all their players. That's Grambling's quarterback from last year making those plays.
James Harris, one of the guys here in the personnel department. I mean, these guys, this is a front office that is outstanding. They find players.
And why? I think because a lot of them were such good players.
Absolutely. I look at their roster in the front office, and there are a lot of former players around it. Pat Moriarty, guy you recruited at Georgia Tech.
How about that? With President here, I recruited out of high school. You think he'd give both of us a job, wouldn't you?
You know what? At least he was smart enough to go to the Ravens. I mean, you taught him a lot.
Himes limps off. Johnson checks in. Blake will throw on first down. He's sacked. The Browns were there in a hurry. Kennard Lang with his 5th sack of the season.
And the reason Kennard Land can make that, the tight end is not on his side. The tight end, he's over on the open side, which he doesn't have to fool around with that tight end. So it's Knight's arm over. Here he comes.
Yeah.
Gather him up.
Yeah, Orpheus Roy coming over to help on the other side, and there's Foge Fazio.
Say that first name again.
Or Foge.
No, not Foge. Royce.
Orpheus Roy.
You got Foge as a coach, and you got Orpheus as a tackle.
I have a nickname.
Orpheus. Loss of 6 on the sack. Lewis, big home. Holmes made the tackle, but Lewis showing us some of that speed.
We're going to put you at the linebacker position. Watch him. This is a delay to the right, cut back. Look at that hole. Here comes the safety. The first guy to come up to make a play is Earl Little.
The free safety.
Yeah. You never had a hole like that.
Well, that's a pretty good hole, and that's one that Earl Little will have a nightmare about having to see that freight train coming at him.
And that was a pickup of 11 Chester Taylors in the backfield on 3rd down. Blake, no flag. Johnson was the intended receiver. So that will bring up 4th down for Baltimore.
Nice effort trying to make that catch. He stretched out. The receivers are really doing it all for Jeff Blake, trying to make catches on bad throws.
Yeah, I thought he missed it here, though. Todd Heap right here in the middle of the field. See Todd Heap?
Yeah,
he settled right there. That was beyond the 1st down marker. You know, maybe he tried to push it a little bit down the field too much on that.
I don't know what his progression was. It could have been deep to short, but you're right. If it was short to deep, he should have thrown to short.
I don't understand that short to deep, deep to short, but I know Todd Heap's going to the Pro Bowl.
Good point. If you're the quarterback, find the guy in the Pro Bowl.
Johnson was the intended receiver on the play. Zastudil's punt taken at the 22. Davis has some room. There's a flag.
I saw 30.
Davis is brought down at the 37.
I saw 39, the cover guy, Alan Ricard, getting hit in the back. And he was the gunner trying to go down and make the tackle. I don't know if that's what they saw, but 39 got shoved in the back.
Illegal block in the back. Number 54 receiving team during the return. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
What, you think I'm going to buy you a new soda or something?
Turn around, Craig. I want to show you this. I'm going to hit you in the back. Let me know if it hurts. Take that. Stop.
Well, Santa in attendance today, and that's all they want around here. AFC North Divisional title. They've got their hands full with Cleveland, though, although they're leading 10-7. Green trying to get outside. Chris McAllister made the tackle. Well, our NFL poll question today. If Deion Sanders returns to the NFL to play for the Raiders, do you think that would make Oakland the team to beat in the AFC?
You're saying no.
That'd be my draw.
I'm saying yes. You know why?
Hey, that's a Jerry Glanville yes.
You know why? He was playing baseball one day, and we went down to play Miami. He was out of baseball one day, came to Miami with us, and was the best cover guy in the field.
But he was 18 years old then.
That was a little while ago.
He's Santa Claus now. He needs to stay in New York and earn that soft money.
2nd and 5.
Good push. Good offensive line.
And again, it's Green. Ed Reed, the strong safety, made the tackle. They're going to move the chains.
This was a missing piece to the puzzle in Cleveland, not being able to run the football. And 5 weeks ago or 6 weeks ago, William Green and this offense said, look, we're going to run the football. Bruce Arians, the offensive coordinator, said we are going to run William Green and get him going. Butch Davis said we got to run it, and they've been a lot more successful with it lately.
69 yards and a touchdown last week for Green. They swing it out to him, and he's driven out of bounds hard at the 40. McAllister was the first man there.
And you said first. I'm glad you said that because it was a gang tackling play. There was a 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And that's what you have to do when you got a guy in space. You got to get help from your buddies, and they all came to help out Chris McAllister.
Well, just look at all the number of purple jerseys over there. Peter Bulwer breaking down, waiting on his teammates to get there. I mean, you got a lot of defensive backs coming in quickly for support.
A loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
Blitz. He read it. Audible. He saw the blitz coming.
Here they come. A loss Ed Reed coming all the way.
Ed Reed coming off the tackle's butt. Nobody left to block him, so he audible away from the blitz, talking about the quarterback, but he didn't get it far enough away.
Watch his angle. Watch the angle he takes to the running back.
Here he is, right off of here.
He doesn't get too deep. I mean, he just comes down the line of scrimmage, and a lot of guys will take an angle that's deeper into the backfield and miss the play.
What a nice play. And he got low, took his feet out from underneath him. And that's a rookie. That's a rookie doing that.
He has been all you could want of a #1 draft pick. Leading the Ravens in interceptions, making plays everywhere. 3rd and long now for Cleveland. Couch caught. 1st down.
What a throw.
Andre Davis.
What a throw. That ball looks like the ball I saw in the preseason.
I think somebody taught me a word, RPM, earlier.
Watch the RPMs on this ball. If we can focus this in, whoop, there it is. Oh, I love that.
The timing of that pass, where Davis went outside, turned back to the inside. The receivers in Cleveland are being coached extremely well. They're a smart group of guys, inexperienced, but they're finding and understanding coverage.
Pick up a 13 on the play, just into Baltimore territory. They keep it on the ground. Green, a loss. Dallas Thomas.
Dallas got after him. He got off the block awful quick there, didn't he?
I thought it was Peter Boulware, though. I think Boulware over here. Here's the guy. Look at Boulware. He took a cutback away.
He took the cutback.
So that let Thomas make the play.
And
Boulware took the cutback away.
And Thomas was coming upfield outside the tackle.
Boulware has not had a great season statistically, but teams know who they have to watch on that Baltimore defense, and they remember that when it comes time to vote. Who are they double and triple teaming? 2nd and 12. Couch intercepted. Anthony Mitchell picks it off for the Ravens. The game's first turnover. After only 16 interceptions all of last year, the Ravens have 23 picks this season. That ties a club record. 1st down for Baltimore. Blake will throw. Heat. Did he have possession?
What a nice fake by Blake. Blake humped over on the back like he was still at Cincinnati. He made a Cincinnati Bengal fake as a quarterback. Watch this fake.
Out to the outside. He drives hard to the outside and comes back to the middle of the field. Perfect execution, and he doesn't drop many balls. That's the one thing he said Jeff Blake did last week on our meetings. Blake said he doesn't drop ever.
Isn't that great?
Well, what a move. What a move to the drive to the outside. You know what it takes? That route there takes confidence, patience. You have to be patient and run your route knowing the quarterback is going to get it back to you when you turn to the middle of the field.
A rare moment when Heath was unable to haul it in, so they bring it back. It's 2nd and 10. Reverse Taylor.
Oh, they're hollering for a flag. Give a little shove in the white.
Mark Word stayed at home that time. They had 3 reverses that were successful misdirection plays in the 1st half, and I guarantee there was some serious
little coaching on the sideline.
Little co-action that's taking place.
The co-op said you better stay home or you're going home by yourself.
You got that right, home team.
3rd and 10, no gain on the reverse. Halfway through the 3rd quarter, 10-7 Ravens. Blake under pressure, gets it out to Heath. 1st down Ravens.
All-out blitz, and they're playing outside leverage on Heath. It's going to be a long day for him. If you're going to blitz, you got to cover him inside out.
And the thing about it is Brad Boyer, number 52, is going to try to cover him man, and you can't do that. Todd Heap runs a lot better than most tight ends in this league, and he jumps extremely high. At least that was the scouting report that Corey Fuller gave us.
Yeah, absolutely. And he said that safeties have trouble covering him, so you know linebackers in trouble.
2nd only to Jeremy Shockey in tight end receptions in the NFL. 5 catches today for 42 yards. From the 49, 1st down. Up the sideline. Incomplete. Taylor was the intended receiver, and Fuller had great coverage.
What a hit on the quarterback. They hit the quarterback so hard on that. I'll bet you the next play's a run. They hit him so hard. If they said it, he got hit right on the jaw, got taken right to the ground.
Look how but this is excellent technique. You coached secondary a long time. Look back for the football. You're with him. Look back, get your right hand off of him, then look back and play the ball.
Boy, that's football.
Great technique. Corey Fuller, you know, he was extremely confident. I know we all enjoyed visiting with him in our meetings last night.
I like the guy.
Very to the point, you know, not cocky, but just to the point. Matter of fact.
2nd and 10. Blake's going to throw it again. Heat incomplete.
That bad throw happened because of the play before. The coach didn't see what I saw. He was stuck on the jaw, buried in the ground. He should have come back with a run, and that's why it was a bad throw.
Well, tonight on 60 Minutes, do you have any idea where a medicine you're taking came from? That it may even be a counterfeit. Curious? Try watching 60 Minutes tonight on CBS.
If it is counterfeit, I wish I'd figured out how to get counterfeit bills in my pocket.
My medicine came from your pocket. What is this you gave me?
Holy mackerel. Give me some fake stuff.
3rd and 10.
Timeout, Baltimore.
And the Ravens are going to take a timeout. 6:42 left in the third. 10-7 Ravens. Brian Billick told the fans they needed to step up this week. I think that guy got the message.
He's fired up, and his kid next to him, I guarantee, will never be home late.
3rd and 10.
Whoa, that's funny.
Lots of time. Oh, picked off, but a flag. We may have interference.
Corey Fuller.
Fuller with the interception. And the preliminary signal is against Cleveland.
We give him a little push in the back. I see the receiver going down early.
Pass interference. Number 25 defense. Automatic first down.
I don't know, Coach. You know, there's a lot of contact when he's making the break. When Taylor makes the break, he pushes Fuller.
Oh, that's an arm over by the receiver.
That's offensive.
Yeah.
And then Fuller does it. You know, Fuller grabbed him around the hips there. I think that's mutual there. Those guys are mauling each other.
Yeah, I think that's all's fair on that one.
17 yards on the penalty.
When Fuller makes the play, makes the interception, that really hurts you. Comes up and makes the big play that they could not make a week ago in the second half.
What a catch.
Ravens will take it at the 34 of Cleveland. Late again to the air. Intended for Taylor. He couldn't scoop it up. Chester Taylor, the rookie out of Toledo, the 6th-round draft pick, who scored his first NFL touchdown last week against Houston on an 11-yard touchdown catch.
And Blake was looking for the tight end. Another good job by Blake. Look for Heap down inside. They had Heap, what you call combo, outside-inside coverage, dumped it to the back.
Jeff Blake is just really playing a smart game. Todd Heaps had one big drop for him, or those numbers would be even better.
2nd and 10. Lewis squeezes down to the 32. Rudd made the stop.
One thing they haven't done, they told us in the meeting they wanted to get Jamal Lewis on Rudd one-on-one in the passing game. And we haven't seen that matchup yet. But if you go back to Jeff Blake, he goes, that's what I'm hoping I can get in formations. So look for that maybe this second half, because that's what they told us.
I tell you what, here, Mac, this here with 3rd down has been a nightmare for the Cleveland Browns when it's 3rd and 9, 10, or 11.
And Heaps out there like a slot back, like a wideout.
3rd and 9. Blake gets rid of it quickly. And that's going to be just short of the first down. Todd Heap and Dalen McCutcheon made the stop, the right corner.
But that's okay. He may be just short here. You know, you get your kicker down. He gives you 2 options in.
Here's Heap right here. That's like a wideout. Watch him turn to the inside. Good release. Just didn't go far enough. But your point is now it's a shorter kick.
It's a shorter kick, and it also gives you the option, if you want, down here at this point, to maybe go for it here. So it gives you 2 options. They're going to go for the points.
Matt Stover on to try the 43-yard field goal. He had a 47-yarder last week against Houston. Plenty of leg and good. the 13-year veteran. The Ravens extend their lead, 13-7. Well, Matt Stover has now made 14 of his last 16 field goal tries, giving the Ravens a 13-7 lead. Set to kick it off. Another good deep kick, 4 yards deep. Andre Davis leaping over the pile and brought down at the 17.
Well, your rule as a special teams coach, 4 yards or deeper, you take a knee. Don't bring it out. You're too deep. He tried.
You know what I saw the other day on one of our promos on the network? That Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is re-airing on Christmas Day.
You gotta like that.
Night. That's a bonus. It's a twofer of the year.
Green is the deep back.
The crowd's alive.
Couch. Davis gets it out to the 20. McAllister made the tackle.
Little dragging route on play action. He had the deep routes covered, so he looked for the tight end coming across shallow.
You know, one of the things Bruce Arians has to watch is he can't get stoved up here. This defense is starting to get aggressive. Cleveland's going to have to be aggressive with their play calling.
2nd and 8. Short drop for Couch. Spins out. Gets it to Green, and Green is down at the 23. Again, McAllister on the tackle.
Good job by Couch, because nothing went right. He stumbled, he fumbled, he rolled out, found a guy and flipped him the ball.
Watch the stunt that takes place on the inside, though. Watch this little El Paso crossing stunt. See how they're doing with their linebackers, and they're running around. Now, that was a bad defensive effort there because they had nobody on the outside. And
right.
They broke down, but they're trying to do some crossing up front to confuse that Browns offensive line.
Empty backfield, Bill.
Cleveland trying to get it going offensively on 3rd and 4 from the 24. Caught. And that's close to a first down. Kevin Johnson, who's really the possession receiver among the wides. Quincy Morgan has kind of become the big play guy, but he's been very quiet today.
You know what they did there, Bill, that time? They wanted to throw to Quincy Morgan. He was the single covered guy on the right side of the field, but he was covered because they had bunched and pushed him back to the outside. You see Morgan covered up
right there?
So they had to go back to number 2, dragging across. There's Bruce Arians, the offensive coordinator. He's a very smart man. He's good, and so he's reading that defense right now.
Browns get the first down. Green close to the 30.
That's a long run for a handoff, guys. That quarterback, that's a looks like it ought to be a toss rather than a handoff. He went a long way in a hurry to gain 2 yards.
I agree with you. I think, you know what, I like to get the ball to the back immediately. This is a zone stretch. They're going to try to stretch a little bit here. They block down. They're trying to contain the middle of the field and give an angle. It takes too long.
Wow.
You just can't. In the NFL, it's got to happen now. And when you start stretching, that means that there's a lot of jerseys from the defense coming your way.
Now, you could run the stretch, but you got the ball sooner.
Well, I was a lot scarier than William Green.
You were Mr. Stretch.
I was scared.
2nd down. Sacked. Boulware.
He came off the defensive right side.
How about
coming
that
on Ross
speed?
Berber. Ross Berber's the left tackle. He's right there.
And you know what Boulware tells us is that his number one asset, he left right there, is that he can run around guys. And if they get out there with him, he counters it and spins back underneath. And he's just a fast guy. I mean, how did he hold that ball?
You know what I think he did? I think he went early. I think he's got a key, like a read of the quarterback's heel or something. He left before the ball was. Sometimes you get a little jump looking in at the quarterback.
And that's what Billick wanted. Browns are going to have to take a timeout because of the noise. You've done your part. 13-7 Ravens. 1:59 left in the third. 3rd and 18 for Cleveland. Counts from the shotgun. Pressure. Buys some time on the outside. And that is caught by White, but he's going to be well short of the first down.
Every play is like he's still at Kentucky. You got to run around, you got to escape, you got to get away, and you got to make a throw, and you're in a 3rd and long. It's tough to play.
Hartwell and Williams were there in a hurry. Gardocki gets that one away, but a short kick. And it takes the Ravens bounce into Cleveland territory.
Now you get time to holler at your kicker. What would you do with your punt there, Craig, when he comes to the sideline?
I see Butch Davis over there imploring his defense to get out there and give the effort they're going to have to stop this old momentum change that's taking place. And Gardocki, he won't jump him because he's so dependable and has done so well for them for so long that it's just a bad night.
17 yards on the punt. Gardocki averaging 42 yards a punt coming in. So great field position for Baltimore. From the 47. They'll keep it on the ground. Lewis dances his way down to the 43.
This is a cutback runner. This is SMU football. Start off to the right and then bring it left.
And the left guard was the key, though. Watch the left guard right here. Watch how he turns his man. Watch him get his butt to the hole. See that?
Oh, nice
You
job.
see that?
And the left tackle, too.
And you know what? When you get that kind of production backside, and like Jonathan Arden says, hey, run it. He likes to have the guy run away from him, so he's the cutback blocker.
Pick up a 4, 2nd and 6. Ball's on the ground. Lewis able to scoop it up, and he's got some running room on the right side.
The crowd loved it. He only lost about 3-5 yards, but the crowd loved it. Toss sweep.
Well, the ball came out, but I believe it was blown dead.
The toss never got to the back. It's called a toss sweep. You pitch it.
And Blake lost his footing as he went back.
Usually if the center steps on the quarterback.
That play took half the quarter.
Oh, the right guard steps on the quarterback and he can't complete the pitch.
So that's the end of the 3rd quarter with the Ravens leading 13-7. And we'll be back to Baltimore after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Well, they're fired up here in Baltimore. Some devoted fans, sellout crowd, always a sellout here at Ravens Stadium. 3rd down for the Ravens. Blake, plenty of time, guns it. And that's going to be about a yard short. Nice comeback catch by Randy Himes, the rookie.
And you said it, Bill. He came back to catch that ball, and again, that's a guy that's only been a wide receiver for 1 year.
They're hurrying up here.
They're going for it on 4th and 1. They got their giddy up going. Empty backfield.
11 yards on the reception by Himes. 4th and 1.
I'm going to try to draw him off sides.
Deep in motion.
Not going to snap it.
And they're going to take the penalty.
Yep.
I like the play. I like the thinking there. I also like the thinking on the defensive part, too, knowing the situation.
I thought he'd maybe sneak it if there was, with an empty backfield, maybe nobody's in the middle, then he could run it. But when he saw it was all plugged up, it was a no-snap play.
Yeah, but you know what? When it's 13-7, you got to play field position right now, don't
yes.
you? You're at home. Your crowd's into the game. The offense on the other side struggling a little bit. And, man, to take the delay of game and
like you say,
down there.
One touchdown here in Cleveland wins this thing. Come on.
Field position's important to this offense when they're on the road.
Zastudil, as we mentioned, one of the best at getting the ball inside the 22nd. He ranks in the NFL. Gets that one away. And that will be down inside the 20 at the 16.
Cleveland had the block on and came close.
Just underway. Final quarter. Ravens 13-7. The winner stays alive for the playoffs. 14:08 left. Cleveland down by 6 from the 16. Big push up the middle. William Green, Hartwell, and Scott combined to make the tackle. Let's go to New York for an NFL Today update.
All right, this was 21-0. Now 10 unanswered here by the Broncos. Steve Berline's in for Greasy, who was knocked out of the game earlier. Berline runs it in, now 21-10. And let's send season greetings to you, Billy McEntee, Craig James, and Jerry. Great to have you back, my man. Back
great to be back with you, brother.
Hey, you can't believe how many times he's hit me, Jimmy.
2nd and 4 for Cleveland. And a first down for the Browns. Andre Davis, who has had a nice day. Gary Baxter made the tackle.
You know, one thing to keep in mind about the Cleveland Browns, this is a team that has had 10 games decided by touchdown or less. I mean, you know, and they're 4-6 in those games. They're used to playing a tight game. They understand what happens in the fourth quarter.
And I think the very first run, Bill, you said it, they pushed everybody back. So they can still win up front if they'll go back and stick to it. They're only 6 points down, so stick to your plan.
First down at the 28. Couch sacked again. Boulware clipped him coming around from the outside.
Boulware has done film study. He's leaving early. He's got a tip on something. It could be the quarterback bending his knees, dropping his butt. But he gets a quick jump, not as quick as what he got before, but he's getting a quick jump, and really...
He kicked him, too. That's how he got him tackled. That hurt Couch. I guarantee you that's a major bruise to Couch.
Right.
And what's happening here is watch Boulware. He's setting up Verba to come back underneath. He set him up because Verba's going to have to jump out there, and he's going to counter right back underneath.
Second sack of the day for Boulware. 2nd and 18. Couch under pressure. Gets rid of it. That's Mark Campbell, the tight end.
Whoa, what a tackle.
What a shot.
Wow.
McAllister and Reed.
Uh-oh, they threw the football at each other. Someone's going to get a penalty. McAllister threw it back at the face. They passed it around. Did you see it?
Yeah, hot potato.
Hot
potato, potato.
So maybe
it's
offsetting.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 83 of the offense, taunting. Half the distance to the goal, 3rd down.
Well, whatever happened to the guy that throws the ball back at him?
Yeah,
Don't get in trouble?
Chris McAllister took the ball and threw it back at him, but he got away with it.
You know, look at the happy feet now of Tim Couch. The way he's moving around that pocket, he's starting to think a little bit about Peter Boulware. Boulware is playing a heck of a football game.
Well, I don't know if you call it happy feet. I think you're calling you better get on the
smart
move.
feet.
Yeah,
Smart feet. Yeah, it's not happy. He's smart feet. He's like the brain's telling the feet to move.
His feet would be happier if he didn't have to move. Here he is again, always in the 3rd and long. This is what happens to Couch.
This is more than a 3rd and long.
3rd and 25.
That's what happens to Couch.
All the way back to the 13. Penalty flag.
The left defensive end took off earlier that time.
Neutral zone infraction, number 54 of the defense. Came into the neutral zone, caused the offensive man to false start. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Shannon Taylor, backup linebacker.
That's a good down and distance, though, to take a chance, to take an early jump.
I thought Billy, you know, he's got the leather jacket going. Even Mr. Cool over there. Been cool throughout this season with these young players, and he's done a heck of a job of keeping his team in the playoff run.
Told us he thinks he's about a year ahead. This was supposed to be a rebuilding year, but these young guys for the Ravens have really stepped up.
Listen to this crowd on 3rd down.
3rd and 20. Couch with time. Incomplete. Quincy Morgan was in the area. And underthrown.
A bad throw. A bad throw. That's all you can say. We're on Couch's side. He had no pressure that time. He's got a long distance, but he threw a dirt ball.
Well, you know what? They did a little bit of different protection. Watch what they do with Peter Boulware out here. Here's Boulware 58.
They're going to
watch out that left guard. Verba's on him, and then he comes out, and watch what happens when he does the spin move to the inside.
Oh. I like that. You're seeing a lot today, Craig. It's fun working you with your eyes are open like that.
Rifle from the 32 with some room. Gets it out across the 40 to the 41. Rifle averaging over 22 yards a return, including a 95-yard touchdown return in Week 9 against Cincinnati. 13-7. 11:07 left to play. It feels like the momentum is all with the Ravens, but the Browns only trail by 6. From the 40, Lewis.
Hello, Ed Reed. You talk about a young safety that'll come up and help you stop the run. How could, man, if you could draft a guy like that every year, huh?
Pickup of 2. Lewis, 14 carries, 67 yards.
I meant Earl Little. Whew. Earl's always played that way. Always been a 100-mile-an-hour hitter.
2nd and 8. I formation. Again, they keep it on the ground. Lewis, a burst outside, and he's a yard short of the first down. Darren Hambrick made the tackle.
They had to go low to get him down. They had to go down and cut him below the knees.
And defensive backs coming up, they don't like to go down low when they have power that they have to engage with. I mean, you see how he just protects himself?
Right.
I mean, that's why he's so good. Jamal Lewis makes defenders scared to come down and tackle him low because they'll get a headache when they go down there tackling.
How about yards after contact?
I asked him, how much did he weigh when he was at Tennessee? Was he this big? He said, I weighed 255 at Tennessee.
Heap in motion on 3rd and 2. Blake will throw. Is it a catch? No.
Plus the fact it looked like he pushed off at contact.
And a low throw. That was Blake. That wasn't as good as Blake's been playing. Threw a little dirt ball, but everybody gets to have a dirt ball now and then.
And you know what? He got the matchup they wanted. They talked about there was Dwayne Rudd over there, number 57. But watch the push off of Heap 86. They both clobbered each other. I mean, I think Rudd kind of gave him one of those to the kissers. Well, you know, was it a catch or not?
Zastadil.
Maybe a little challenge.
And there is a challenge. And that was pretty close.
Good thing they got the challenge out because the fullback wasn't in for the punt formation. Wow, look at that ball.
You know, it's just, again, it just has to be totally conclusive, and it's so important the call that's made on the field. And
catch.
Oh, that's a catch.
That's
like
a catch.
But there's one drag. Jerry's working the crowd here.
I'm working the crowd. The crowd's with me.
They're not going to give you a motorcycle ride.
They're not? Oh, no.
Wait. The right hand, his fingers, the right fingers underneath that football with the right fingers under the ball. Bill Levy's he'll get a lot of different shots of it, but that one we just saw right there is pretty clear.
Now, what do you say? Catch?
I'm going to watch the replays. I got 90 seconds.
Okay.
I'm not going to throw anything out there yet. Give me some time.
Well, with the crowd looking at me, I got to watch the crowd. Catch!
Yeah, they love you, Jerry.
That's too close to call.
It just has to be really conclusive in order for them to overturn it. And that, to me, were the fingers underneath.
Well, that angle looks like it bounced off the ground.
Did it? You don't think his fingers were under there?
I don't know.
Tough to tell.
I say the call stands.
But you know what? Here's what, Bill, you and I are sitting there debating this, and well, it has to be conclusive. So if we're sitting up here going, I'm not sure, then
the call on the field will stand.
It'll stand.
Remember, there was a close call at the end of the game last week for the Ravens against Houston.
They're
Chad Williams.
They're booing because I'm telling them it's a no catch.
Chad Williams had an interception that was reviewed just inside of 2 minutes remaining, and that was called an interception and allowed the Ravens to run the clock out.
Here it is magnified. Wow, that's a pretty good job.
I love that.
Look at the fingertips.
Oh, wow. That's a catch.
I think it's a catch. I think the fingertips are under there. If Bill Levy's seeing that, I just feel like the fingers, they got under there. Didn't you see it? I feel like I
saw it.
I'm presenting a case to you here, but
Bill,
did you see it?
I saw it.
Did he see it though? Levy.
I don't know. That last one where they magnified it, that's the first time I thought it was a catch.
The truck, they can magnify. I know the replay booth up here, they can do that. Those are the folks doing that, and it is an incredible technique process that they have here at the stadium.
Now watch his fingers. Here's what you're talking about. Watch his fingers. Oh, that's a catch.
Yeah, you know, we're going to find out.
That's a catch.
So your vote's in for a catch?
Yeah, I'm in for a catch.
After reviewing the play, there's no incontrovertible evidence that the ball was not on the ground. Therefore, it is an incomplete pass.
That's the word.
That close, and it's tough to overrule.
I'd have had a rule of catch.
Cost the Ravens a timeout.
It's just, you know, it has to be conclusive evidence out there to support an overturn. And Bill Levy did the right thing. It's because we're up here debating the same thing.
But you swung me over.
I tried.
4th down. Oh, look at this booming punt from Zastigal.
Wow, he hit that.
52 yards on the punt.
But a net 32.
Touchback. 9:27 left to play. 9:27 remaining. Follow the playoff race to the end of the season with our exclusive projected seeds and brackets on all of the playoff scenarios. Just click on the playoff race at cbssportsline.com or America Online, keyword CBS Sportsline. Green alone in the backfield on 1st down. Couch. Johnson out to the 26. Ed Hartwell made the stop for the Ravens.
Don't they have to throw the ball to Quincy Morgan? Doesn't Morgan have to make a big play to get Cleveland in this thing?
But to get to Quincy Morgan, you've got to set him up. Right now, they're worried defensively about Morgan. They're giving it up to Johnson underneath. They've got to set it up and be patient to get Quincy Morgan deep.
Here's 2nd and short yardage. Here you got to run it. Go back and get your 1st down here, guys.
Morgan, 2 catches, 33 yards. Johnson is the man in motion. Green stopped short of the 1st down by Hartwell.
And when I charted the film, I was at home sitting in my basement, and 56 comes up on every play. Hartwell's in on everything. And the more you study him, the more you like him. Here's a guy that studies film and studies film. And guess what? He goes over. Where are you?
He's right there. And you know what? Your wife loves you staying in the basement, too.
In fact, they locked the door. They wouldn't let me up.
On their feet in Baltimore, 3rd and short. Green cuts it up. 1st down. And able to hang on to the football as he falls across the 35.
If Ed Reed doesn't make that tackle, that's a touchdown.
This is steer wrestling. This is a quality steer wrestling attempt by Ed Reed and William Green breaking that perimeter. Nice job of setting this block up. He set Peter Bulwer up by going hard to the outside shoulder, cut back up the field, and then tried to hold on. Ed Reed trying to strip him like an old steer wrestler there.
Oh, boy.
19 carries for Green, 56 yards, a big 1st down for the Browns. Inside of 7:30 remaining. Couch, lots of time, and that was almost picked off. Will Dimps had a shot. It was intended for Mark Campbell.
Yeah, Will Dimps, he got lucky here because this is a terrible job of Tim not getting rid of the football.
Boy,
because Campbell, 83, in the middle of the screen. Look at Campbell. He's open now. Now.
Good point.
You know, so, you know, Dimps is going to have time to come figure it out. I've got somebody open in my area.
You're so right. If he'd have let it go when he first made the break, he was open.
Dimps, the rookie out of San Diego State, after the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
Sure is easy to see things up here, though.
Yeah, it sure is.
Couch. Incomplete. Campbell looking for a flag.
He had one-on-one with Quincy, and he looked at Quincy. I thought maybe he would do it. I still think Cleveland gets into this with a big play to Quincy.
Single elimination. Winner still alive for the playoffs. Cleveland will be out if they lose. Baltimore still will have an outside mathematical shot.
Bill, listen to the crowd. The coach wanted the crowd in on 3rd down. They're in it.
70,000 on their feet here in Baltimore. 3rd and 10. Incomplete. Morgan couldn't hang on. Great coverage by Gary Baxter.
Shallow crossing route. Held the ball a long time for a short route. Good play by Baxter. Watch his right hand. Watch his right arm. Get in there. Pull on it. Pulls the ball out.
And you know what he did was he stayed in his hip pocket so that he couldn't get away from him. He didn't let Morgan run away from him because that's what's intended in that shallow cross.
Browns will have to punt. 4th and 10. Gardocki. Rifle lets it bounce. Takes a Cleveland roll. Down to the 13.
Hey, Cleveland's got them right where they want them.
A 51-yard punt.
Ugly 51.
7:01 left. Both teams looking for something from Santa under tree today. And if the Cleveland defense can hold, the Browns will have good field position. 7:01 remaining. Blake. And a miscommunication. There was no one there.
What it was fake toss strong, throw the slant weak one-on-one, and you got to give full credit to the Browns. They smothered it. Watch the fake toss. We're going to show you the fake toss sweep. Fake toss sweep this way and then hit him on the slant. There's the fake toss. Come back and look at, they had the play. They had combination on the one-on-one. That's coaching. Ball, baby.
2nd and 10.
That's my man right there for you. That's the guy that wears black and drives motorcycles and crashes into left turn wall.
Oh, boy. I got excited. That was football.
Lewis driving across the 15 to the 17. And once again, let's send you to New York and check in with Jim Nantz.
All right, guys, watch this burst here by Clinton Portis as the Broncos continue to storm back after being down 21-0. They went for 2, and the pass fell incomplete. That touchdown was on the first play of the 4th quarter. Virtually a whole quarter to play, 21-16. Back to you guys.
All right, Jim, thank you. A great feature on Clinton Portis on the NFL Today earlier. 3rd and 6. Inside of 6.5 minutes remaining now. The wind is starting to gust here at Ravens Stadium. Blake. Is it a catch?
Oh, that's a big play.
The officials say yes. Some of the Browns players were signaling incomplete.
Oh, that's a catch. Caught it in his elbow.
He did a nice job hanging on to the football.
Look how the theory here. One goes to the flat, one goes deep, one hooks up beyond the first down marker, and that'd be Heap. And you notice that he jerked that head around. Ball was in the air when he turned his head for the first down.
And I love when you go back, we talked to Blake. He says, I'm going to throw low balls, and I told all the players, go down low, catch the low ball. I'm going to put the ball down so there's no tips, no deflections.
Now, if I represented the Jeff Blake scenario, I'd say, now, I'd come back as a receiver and say, hey, don't throw the ball low. Throw the ball in my chest while you run with that son of a gun.
We asked Jeff what he liked about Todd Heap. He said, no matter where I throw it, he catches the football. It just doesn't matter. He's amazing. 1st and 10.
Nice fake.
Blake up top. Incomplete. And that was intended for Randy Himes. Looked like it might have gotten caught up in a gust of wind. That was well short.
And the fake. Remember Sam White's? Nobody coached quarterbacks better to fake than Sam. This looked like a Sam White. Watch this. This is a fake by Sam. Look at that. Isn't that nice fake? See if somebody tips this.
Yes, he was tipped. Ball deflected. Ball deflected. Because Heim was open when he came out driving back.
He was. 2nd and 10. Browns showing blitz. Outside Lewis. Look at that speed. Man, can he move.
And now that's 4 times in this game where Baltimore's taken advantage of the defensive ends. Watch out here, Tyrone Rogers. Watch what he's supposed to do. He's not there. Great block on the inside on Dwayne Rudd, 57, the linebacker. Can't get to the outside, and there's a lot of speed in them big legs.
Oh, he's a big one.
86 yards for Lewis, 10 on that carry. A nice block by the rookie Himes. Again, Lewis.
How do you spell biggin?
B-I-G-U-N.
I was going to spell it L-E-W-I-S. What do you think?
Yeah, he's right alongside it.
Oh, man.
They spotted at the 43. Clock continues to run. 4:40 remaining.
And he told us that his leg, Bill, wasn't totally well. Sometimes he thinks that surgery on his ACL, he feels like his leg's going to fall off.
Well, you try to convince somebody in an orange helmet of that.
They're not buying it, are
No, they're catching right now.
The consensus is it takes about a year to come back from that kind of an injury.
Well, it's been
Brian Billick can't wait to see him next year.
Really?
They fake the reverse, go up the middle. And that's close, about a yard short of the first down. Mark Word made the tackle for Cleveland.
I like the atmosphere here. You know, it's a playoff game type of deal where the winner moves on. And
well, it got better too. When they started, when the Browns came on the field, they tried to boo, and we both looked at each other. It was a terrible boo.
Yeah.
But since the third, they become pretty good on third down for their club.
They got the boos together.
Chester Taylor has come in. Lewis is out on third down, and this is a big third down play.
Split backfield. That means pass.
Blake will throw. First down, Travis Taylor.
How many low passes have they stuck in there? That's amazing.
Well, what happens here is you got Heap over the middle. He's wide open. Taylor's on the outside working McCutcheon one-on-one. But here's why they catch the low ball. Look how he comes back.
Nice.
If he does come back, he's not going to catch the low ball.
That's an incomplete ball. Oh, a little kick in the head there.
A little extra. Don't love you.
Taylor coming off a good week last week against Houston. 5 catches, 96 yards, including a spectacular 26-yard touchdown reception, out jumping Aaron Glenn. The Ravens working the play clock down. Up the middle. Ricard, the fullback. And he has it inside the 40 to the 38.
Timeout, Cleveland.
Yeah, they got to start working with the timeouts here.
30-second timeout.
I think that's his first carry, isn't it, for the fullback? Surprised you get one a game.
Came in with only 10 carries on the season. And you want a veteran at quarterback in this situation. Jeff Blake has done a good job working the clock. Tonight.
Oh, Santa. I wouldn't want to be his kid. He may forget me. You know what? Matt Cavanaugh, the offensive coordinator, was on the sidelines talking to Jeff Blake, reminding him of the situation, reminding him of the clock. Don't make mistakes, and really going through. That's Matt right there, the offensive coordinator, quarterback himself in the NFL.
Sam Gash in at fullback.
That means lead. That means follow Sam.
He's a veteran. Inside the 40. Just inside the 40. It's forward progress.
Timeout, Cleveland. That's their third and final.
What I like there is everybody on the Cleveland team called timeout. There's not one guy designated. They stopped him. Everybody was coached. Get the clock stopped. They didn't lose a second.
And I always hated the situation as a runner because you knew that they were going to be stripping the football and that they had, 100 guys coming after you. But the flip side of that is some running backs in the NFL love this situation because they know if they can break that one line of scrimmage move there, it's to the house.
Well, your best run was on 3rd and long.
That's because guys like y'all weren't paying attention to me.
Another big third down play upcoming.
Look at that.
How good is he?
Boy,
Jonathan
he is.
Ogden will start in his 6th consecutive Pro Bowl. For Baltimore, they win today. They'll be watching closely tomorrow night, Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay. And then they have to win. If Pittsburgh loses tomorrow, they have to win next week at Pittsburgh. Lewis on the pitch, left side. It's close.
And he's out of bounds.
What a back.
He's out of bounds. Made a mistake there.
It's going to be about a yard short.
You got to turn that fully to the south.
Well, you're going to kick a field goal here so you don't lose by a touchdown. Here's your coaching now. Do you kick a field goal or do you go for it? It's 35-yard line. That's a 52-yard field goal.
I don't think I would try to kick into the breeze that's here at this stadium. This breeze was not here in pregame. I would punt the football, play field position, let your defense win the game for you.
And you got to say that Cleveland hasn't been moving the ball on it.
Right.
Lewis right at 100 yards. That is 21st carry, and the Ravens are going to punt it.
But once again, Cleveland in the 2-minute situation is going to have a chance to win this football game.
On the road, not much more you can ask for.
No.
Zastudil at midfield. Davis standing back on the Cleveland 10. Another high punt. They let it bounce.
Great punt.
Takes a Ravens roll. Down at the 8.
Wind really helped him there.
A long field upcoming for Cleveland. Well, next Saturday, the playoff push continues with a special edition of the NFL on CBS. It'll be Trent Green and the Chiefs trying to ambush Rich Gannon and the Raiders. The hoopla begins with Jim, Dion, Dan, and Boomer on the NFL Today at a special time. For more, go to NFL.com or America Online, keyword NFL.com.
Cleveland's offense will have basically the 2-minute warning to stop the clock. Outside of that, they got a long ways to go.
Well, he's in the shotgun with no other backs back there, so he's got 5 wide receivers in the game.
On first down, Couch. And that is caught by Andre King, only his 4th reception of the season.
Well, we said watching film, he's better in the shotgun than anywhere else. He's going to be in the shotgun for the next 2 minutes.
One more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's another catch for Cleveland. And again, Andre King.
The 2-minute warning.
James Trapp, the nickelback, made the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning. 13-7 Ravens. CBS. 1:57 left to play. 2nd and 1 for Cleveland. Couch. What a catch. Quincy Morgan, there he is.
There's Quincy making a catch on a high throw.
Watch your language. That's one of those you get excited. He's making a heck of a catch.
Heck of a catch on a high throw.
Cleveland up quickly after the pickup of 17. That was nearly picked off, thrown behind Morgan.
Bad throw.
Yeah, but you know what? For the Cleveland Browns, that is probably just as well, because that was going to be a short gain, tackled inbounds.
With the clock running.
With the clock running. No way to stop this clock here. So,
that was tipped.
Yep, tipped right there at the line of scrimmage.
By Dallas Thomas. So 2nd and 10, Couch has spread it around to 8 different receivers.
They got the back to Peter Bulware's side. Let's see if the back helps Verba with the protection.
From the 45, 2nd down. White still on his feet. Outside. A big play for Cleveland.
And a flag.
And a flag. McAllister may have had the late hit.
And the back did not help Verba. He comes right out behind Verba. Catches the ball. Jamal White have a little speed, guys.
Yowzers. Yowzers. Watch
Here he is, right here.
Roughness, number 21 defense.
And this is just a burst. His from 0 to 60 is outstanding. I didn't think he had that in him. And then the late hit at the end of the game, at the end of this play here. He's out of bounds. They've got to get off. That's a McAllister terrible play there. Now, what I say a little while ago, that the Cleveland Browns are used to playing in late games, and they're always around.
They're one throw to Quincy Morgan to win this thing.
17 games decided in the final minute. Davis's record 7-10. He said we're a lot better this year in close games than we were last year. 29 yards on the reception plus the penalty. Couch fires just short of the goal line. Kevin Johnson.
And they doubled up on Bulware. Just what we said. The back came in and they doubled Bulware, and that gave Couch the time to stand in there and make the throw.
The word you used in the first half, RPM, that was a bullet.
That was a laser. Good point.
Good point here. Good call here. Baltimore's defense called timeout using their last timeout, but they need to regroup right here.
They had to call timeout. Cleveland came in with a whole new grouping. Came in with 3 tight ends.
They're going to run the ball, pound them.
And they had poor
personnel
in there with their nickel.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Gary.
Oh, baby. Oh, man.
Well, for those of you expecting to see 60 Minutes, you're watching the NFL on CBS in the game between the Browns and the Ravens. I'm Bill McAtee with Craig James and Jerry Glanville. 60 Minutes will be seen in its entirety immediately following the game, except in the Pacific time zone, where it will be seen at its normally scheduled time.
Wow. Did we get that? Did we get that out or what? Look at all the Ravens coming out of us. So he's looking at those guys. Yeah, but you know what I don't like? How about Couch when he's in the shotgun? Goes right down the field.
The first game between these two teams this year may have been the low point for Tim Couch. If he brings them back, this could be the high point of his young career.
He said he grew up following that disastrous post-game celebration that he had with the media and the fans after that first contest.
5 of 6, 77 yards on this drive, on the ground, in the air. No signal. Was the ball on the ground?
Nope, didn't give it to him.
They're going to give the ball.
They did not give it to him. The officials have to get control here and call timeout.
They did.
Bill Levy, the referee.
And that's going to give time upstairs. I'm telling you, that ball, I thought, crossed the goal line.
I did, too.
I don't think he was tackling on the ground. There's Bill Levy. He just got buzzed from upstairs. Yeah. I think that ball crossed the line.
What about if he fumbled the ball and the Ravens ball?
Yeah, upstairs, the review official upstairs, they have control inside 2 minutes. In my mind, here's what they're going to look and find. I don't think he was tackled. I don't think that the ball carrier went to the ground.
All right, let's take a look. We're looking at it right now. Here we go.
He's not in there. Is he down?
Well, the
You're
ball
not gonna
right there.
Yeah, the ball may have crossed, but that's not going to be conclusive.
The ball crossed, but I don't know if they're going to call him down.
See from this angle.
The ball's crossed down.
Well, if he wasn't down, he leaned the ball across the plane of the goal line.
Exactly. He's laying on top of bodies. Is he on the ground?
Reviewing the play to see if the runner scored.
Oh, thanks, Bill.
If he's laying on bodies, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, it's right, because he did not go to the ground. The ball carrier did not go to the ground. And then the ball crossed the plane.
Now we'll see if he's on bodies right here. We'll see it on this.
Is he on bodies? He's on bodies. He's not down.
He's not down.
That ball crosses the goal line. This is obviously a critical call coming up here. But you understand what they're looking for. Now he's going that shot you said there, Mac. That's a pretty important shot of whether or not his body's down on the ground.
Now he does have his left foot is on the ground.
It did not cross there. Did not cross there.
But his left foot's on the ground.
And it's the front of the white line. It's that front. You remember?
Right.
Imaginary line. That's the line going up. The ball crossed. Hey, Bill Sauce, whatever ball, he's out of there.
Sit down, Is it enough to overrule?
The play, the runner did not score. His progress was stopped. The ruling on the field is correct.
They call him down.
Second out.
Okay,
Before he leaned the ball across the plane.
There's a difference there. Now, his forward progress had stopped. That means he's down.
Yeah.
His body didn't go down, but his forward progress halted. That's the end of the play.
Well, it did stop the clock for Cleveland.
And it's moving again now. Green behind Hayden. Movement in the line. Couch, touchdown. Mark Campbell.
How about that Couch now? Let's get off the Couch now. They hung around. They were getting outplayed.
Watch how patient Campbell is on 83. He showed block. He showed block.
Sure
that
did.
kept the linebacker inside thinking it was.
Absolutely.
A running play. Patience by the tight end setting up his play.
I think they had Thomas on the tight end. Thomas, a defensive
96.
line. 96. It's hard to put a defensive end on a tight end.
Critical extra point.
Wow.
Good.
You get outplayed the whole game, but you keep hanging around, and then you do that.
Bruce Arians, that offensive coordinator. You think he isn't fired up?
You know what I do with Tim Couch next week? Stay in the shotgun. Just play the shotgun all the time.
Or make him play on the road every week?
Well, you know what I told him? I says, if they boo you when you're in Cleveland, what did I tell him?
What you said is, do you have all 60,000 booing in unison against you? And he kind of said no. And you go, well, that used to be my trait. They used to all 60,000 boo me at the same time.
If you can unite all those people to agree on one thing, that you got to take pride in that. If you can make all of them boo you, at least you united a big group.
Well, the Browns have had a lot of close finishes. Remember a couple of weeks ago against Jacksonville? Final play of the game. Hail Mary. There's Quincy Morgan. He came down with it.
Some receivers have hands that are strong and just finish plays. Quincy Morgan, just when you shake his hand, you can tell this guy's got a grip about him, and when he gets around him, he's making it. Yeah, that's a pretty impressive drive there.
92 yards in 1:49.
With one timeout. The 2 minutes stopped it. The clock stopped at 2-minute warning. So in essence,
in the
that was their timeout.
I don't want to wear you out.
Well, hey, let's be realistic here now. He has a dump-off pass to Jamel White, who just takes off and hauls Fandy down the field, and then McAllister with a personal foul out of bounds. That was a pretty big herder there.
That hurt. Is
White
such a word as a
deep.
herder?
Herder.
You said a herder.
Yeah, hopefully my kids don't learn that in school.
At the 8. Fake the reverse, and that doesn't fool anyone. So a stunning reversal here in Baltimore has quieted the crowd.
Well, Bill, you kept saying it's still a 6-point game. Whatever we're watching, it was 6 points. And you got the feeling that Cleveland was getting beat by 30 points, but they weren't.
Wasn't that challenge here in the second half that Baltimore had, that they lost one of their timeouts, which they have none now? Bulware has played one heck of a game.
And they doubled Bulware up to win the game. They put 2 people on Bulware. Good coaching.
Blake on the move. Incomplete. It was intended for Chester Taylor. Clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
This is at a point here where, the traditional deal of running a route with 18 seconds and 85 yards to go just doesn't work. You're going to have to start heaving it up and hoping for something, miracle-wise to happen for you. A hook and lateral over the middle of the field, but you can't do the regular route running right now.
Well, Bill, if Cleveland wins this, now who do they have to beat next week? Who they got? Anybody know?
Well, they're going to be hoping that the Ravens beat Pittsburgh. They need Pittsburgh to lose tomorrow night.
There's a bomb.
Top, intended for Heat. Intercepted. And that will do it. Michael Jameson.
What a ball game.
Holding, number 75 offense, penalties declined. First down, Cleveland.
Nice job, Bill Levy and his crew today. Wow. Hey, you know what? Some people say that it's mediocrity in the NFL. Parity is around for sure, but it gave us an opportunity to watch a game today in person right here that had meaning to it. It gave us a chance to look at the scoreboard around the league all the time to find out who was winning. And Tim Couch and that Cleveland Browns team, this may be the next step that they were looking to take because they're close.
Even if they don't make the playoffs this season, this game may have a huge impact on what happens next season.
It has a huge impact on how you feel about yourself. I mean, the bottom line is you feel pretty good getting on that airplane going home.
Well, we want to thank our producer, Ken Mack, J.D. Hanson, our director, Chris Helen, our spotter, Joe Red Eye Sullivan, our own international man of mystery. Our stats guy. Has been quite a game. 14-13. Cleveland wins it in dramatic fashion and disappointment for the Baltimore Ravens. So for Jerry Glanville and Craig James, I'm Bill McAtee. Thanks for being with us, and let's send you to Jim Nantz in New York.